hiring people and we're bringing them onto our team, I think it's important that everybody has goals. And if we go back and listen to some of the things we've talked about in the past, we know that only 3% of the people in this world actually have written goals out for themselves. This doesn't come from me. This comes from Harvard Business School. They did a study on a 1979 MBA program, and after they did the study, they found out only 3% had a written ideas and plans for their goals. Now, the wish list and things like that, or to-do list, that's not goals. That's accomplishments. That's getting things done. When we're helping our team create goals, because we got to remember most of them are not going to have any written goals. So the first thing we want to do is give them their task, their mission, whatever it is, and then say, okay, how are we going to accomplish this? Okay, so whatever the objective is, let's say they need to add more money to sales. Let's say their goal is a sales goal. Okay, so we say, okay, we want you to put $10,000 into the income, and then why is that important? So we need a why. The objective can be $10,000 in sales or 5 customers or whatever they may be, but we got to give them a reason why, not your reason why, their reason why. If they don't have a strong why backing their goal or their objective, they're not going to hit it. It's just there's no reason to get out of bed. You got to have something that's going to drive you. But then my way is I like to add the outcome. So if we take the objective and the reason and we put it together and then add in what is the outcome, so we can start with the end in mind. All goal setting starts with the end in mind. We first need to know what it is that a picture of what it is that we want. Now, myself, I like to have my team set 90-day goals, because in the end of the 90-day period, we can stop and reset our goals. Now, that doesn't mean that we can't help them with their life goals, lifestyle. Okay, long range goals. Where do they see themselves in the career 1 year from now, or 5 years from now, or where do they see themselves going in the company? That's important to you because one of the times I was working with an air conditioning company, and they gave me a helper, and I asked the helper, he wasn't doing anything. He wasn't moving. He wasn't trying to learn anything. I said, Donnie, why don't you come over here and learn how to cut duck and how to put duck together? And he says, oh no, the more I know, the more I'll have to do. Well, that's a bad attitude to have, right? And I think we're running into that in today's society. You have a lot of people who are questioning what they should be doing or not. So what we want to do is we want to establish some career goals for them. Okay, so here's where you are, but then point out on your organization chart where they go next. Now, if you really work hard, you can become a sales manager. If you really work hard, you can become the office manager. If you really work hard, and give them some pathway to success. Radio Shack failed in this, and this is one of the reasons why Radio Shack was failed and ended up failing all along, was because they had no sales goal. They had no goals for their associates. Associate would come in and he'd work, and that associate was to feed the sales manager. So if every chance he got, he would pass off the big sales to the sales manager, and then the sales managers were required to have sometimes like $250,000 in sales on an annual basis. Now, you may think that's not much, but some of the stores, Radio Shack stores, were 400 to 600,000 annual sales. So these people are taking more than half of the sales. So you can imagine the rotation of salespeople. They would just rotate out. So creating a career path that gave them books to train on, learn how to sell VCRs, different components, and then add a little bit of commission to them as they earn. So as they learn and they acquire knowledge, give them a little bump in their pay, something to keep them incentivized, to keep moving towards their goals. Goal setting is very important, whether you're in a business, whether you're personal, your family, your children. They all should have goals individually to help them get to where they want to be.